Running a Subathon on Twitch has literally never been easier. Like, if this gets any easier, it'll start doing a taxes. And the best part, you can tweak every microscopic detail without relying on any third-party nonsense. No more, please log in into your Twitch account so we can sell your soul to 14 advertisers, or we're sorry but our intern did a software update and everything is offline now. None of that. We are raw dogging it with Streamerbot only. If you're streaming in 2025 and still not using Streamerbot, then like, what exactly are you doing? Streaming from a PS4? First of all, make sure Streamerbot is connected to Twitch and your donation provider like Ko-Fi, where people give you money because they love you or because they deeply crave that brief attention they get from it. Then head over to my website tommy.xyz, go to the OBS widgets tab and click on Twitch Subathon. Pretty easy, I believe in you. There you'll find a beautiful setup guide and a full documentation of every feature. Ignore everything except for the quick access area for now. On the right, action import, copy that, paste it into the Streamerbot import section. And by default, commands come in disabled. So go to the commands tab, find the Subathon group, right click and enable all. We love enabling. Wait, I take that back. Then go to servers and clients and to WebSocket server. Check auto start so you don't forget later like you always do. Leave everything else alone. Don't set a password, this is not your bank account. And no, Patrick, you don't need to redact this IP. Then turn it on. Back to the Actions tab, open the first action in the Subathon group, the one with settings in its name, and right-click the trigger at the top and hit Test Trigger. Boom, Settings UI opens. If it doesn't, the pop-up is probably behind the Streamerbot window, because Windows sometimes does Windows things. And the UI also runs a custom DLL that the extension needs. If you don't have it, it'll ask you to automatically download it into your Streamerbot directory. Man, the times we live in. But once it opens, immediately hit save at the bottom. Don't ask why, just do it. Now go back to the website, grab the browser source URL from the quick access area on the left side, and drop it into OBS as a browser source. Congratulations, technically speaking, you're done. Pack it up, stream over, you're a professional now. But of course we don't want to be basic, we want to customize some things. So in the general tab, set start time, time format, and your donation currency. So if someone donates in another currency, don't worry, we auto-convert. And if someone donates in Venezuelan Bolivar, I would usually say my condolences, but we got you covered. In the Edit Time tab, choose how much time each event adds. Toggling on means adds time, and toggling it off means it's getting ignored like a WhatsApp from misgif. For example, we have subs by tier. Let's say a Prime sub gives 60 seconds, same as a tier 1 sub. And let's say for our tier 2 sugar daddies and mommies, we give it 5 minutes. And for a tier 3 sub, we give it 10 minutes. Gift subs and gift bombs use the same logic. Pretty simple math, no trauma like in university. Bits, time per 100 bits, thresholds, power-ups. Then we have follows, channel points, raids, donations, charity donations, loyalty points, literally everything that can emotionally or financially manipulate a streamer is supported. In the Appearance tab, we can change fonts, colors, backgrounds, and even icons. Want Comic Sans? I mean, you could, but do you want people to respect you? These icons can be changed via ID from this website or using your own cursed PNG. Actually, I've never tried if a GIF works. And I hope you're not one of the persons that say GIF instead of GIF. Wait, does that work? Is it animating? No, it's not. Wait, hold up, it's animating on the overlay. Okay, I take that back. GIFs do work, but no guarantee on the performance impact on that. Then we have the rotator. That's like the part below the timer. You can turn it on or off, you can set the slide speed, show the stats, add custom text. And if you want to, you can even make it inspirational, like a WhatsApp status from a 50-year-old woman. Then there's the goals tab. We can define goals right here. For example, 25 subs for a cooking stream or 250 bucks for I dye my hair pink and immediately regret it afterwards. And if you reach a goal, it'll show itself as completed. Then we have texts and chat responses. You can basically change the text on the overlay or just change the outputs in your chat. You can insert variables, and if you do fuck it up, you can still press this button on the right to reset to the default text. Then we have the Advanced tab. There are time simulation controls, offline behavior, pause rules. But unless you know what you're doing, I would advise to not touch anything. I mean, this isn't as complex as Minecraft Redstone, but still. Also, there are backups that are being created every 15 minutes during an active Subathon, because accidents can happen. And by accidents, I mean you fucking something up, because I would never. But if you do need a backup, you can press this little button and choose the according file. And if you click it, you'll get a little preview to check if the times are matching. And if it does, you can confirm or abort and pick a new file. Okay, now that we've customized everything, we can test this little beauty. First, in chat, type !Subathon start. That officially kicks off the timer and activates the event logic. And once the Subathon is running, we go back into Streamerbot, into the Actions tab, into our Subathon group, and click on the Action Event Handler. Inside, you'll see a bunch of triggers, one for each type of event. To simulate them, right-click any trigger and hit Test Trigger. This pretends the event actually happened. You'll see the time increase, stats update, and any relevant goals progress or complete. But I mean, instead of simulating triggers, you can of course also just G-bait your viewers into donating money and say, guys, please, I need to see if this is working, and get some free donos in. Your choice, I guess. And now for the commands. You will see an overview of the commands on the website, but let's still go through them one by one. With Subathon pause, you can pause the timer, and you can unpause it with Subathon unpause. You can also manually add or remove time with Subathon add time or Subathon remove time. It accepts inputs like 60 for 60 seconds, but you can also type 5min for 5 minutes or like straight up a timestamp. Same for removing time. You can also remove and add single events to the Subathon timer. So let's say you have missed 5 subs, or the Subathon wasn't active during that time, maybe Streamerbot was closed. You then type Subathon add event, subs, and 5. And this will add 5 subs not only to the goals and stats, but also will add the according time to it. And now some very important notes. The timer runs independently of the OBS browser source. What that means is, if you hide the overlay in OBS, the Subathon keeps running. If OBS crashes, like it sometimes does, the Subathon keeps running. And if someone redeems a reward while you're alt-tabbing watching YouTube, the Subathon still keeps running. Streamerbot handles all the logic. The overlay is just a visual display reacting to the data. So before going offline or ending the stream, it's best to pause the Subathon using Subathon pause in chat. As you've maybe noticed, the Advanced tab has a toggle switch that is called Safety Pause. If this is toggled on, which it is by default, it automatically pauses the Subathon if either Twitch disconnects, OBS disconnects, or if you close Streamerbot. So I would strongly advise you to keep that enabled. It will not auto-resume, but I think that's the better alternative than having your Subathon keep running when you're offline. But if you turn it off, then good luck, soldier, and pray that there's a suiting backup. Last but not least, we have the custom triggers. So if you create a new action, you can assign custom triggers. If you go to custom, Twitch Subathon, and then you'll see some juicy triggers. For example, for when time is being added or when a goal is completed. And the triggers also come with a bunch of variables, and that is also listed on the website. Wait, but wasn't there something about no third-party providers? But Tommy, I still have to use your URL for the browser source, no? Yeah, fair point. Using the hosted URL is the preferred method, because when I update features, you don't have to change anything, you just have to refresh the browser source, so bugs are being fixed instantly. But if you are truly feral and want 100% local control, open the overlay URL in your browser, then right-click it, save as, webpage HTML only, and then use that saved HTML file as your browser source in OBS. Boom, locally grown, organic, vegan, gluten-free Subathon, no preservatives, and all locally. And that's it. You are now ready to host the most chaotic, sleep-deprived event of your life. May your timer be long, your mods kind, and your chat full of millionaires. If you want more extensions like this, check out the other ones on my website. And if you want a custom widget, something that no one has ever created before, or something that is completely tailored to your taste and your wishes, you can also commission me. So good luck with the Subathon, have fun, break your timer, bye!